Give yourselves a hand for coming through this inclement weather. Come on, put your hands together. We're so glad to have you in the house. I am Chief Operating Officer Bishop Kenneth Franklin, and I am your MC for today. And this is a historical moment. There are two words. One word is chronos, which is sequential, dealing with timing. It's the date on the calendar. It is also the hour watch. It is sequential time, measure time. Another day, a word is called kairos, K-I-A-R-O-S. Kairos is a Greek word that actually means it is an appointment with God that God has set before the foundation of the world. So in other words, the earth realm is too slow to catch up with that God has already done. So this is a kairos moment. Come on, put your hands together. We are so excited for all the work that's been toiled here, the Up House. And we're also very grateful to have our governor and all our elected officials here, and also to the esteemed CEO, Ms. Tangela Thornton. Give God praise for her. She's the CEO. Yes. I want to bring to the mic at this time Bishop Noah Nicholson. He will give us our invocation at this moment.
God bless you, everyone. We're so thankful to God for this wonderful, auspicious occasion, and all of you that are here. Let's bow our heads in a word of prayer. Father, we thank you, we bless you, we magnify you, we glorify you this morning. And we give you special thanks, Lord, even for just allowing us to see another day in the land of the living. We appreciate you bringing us safely here through the inclement weather, through the icy streets. And all of us are here safely and sound without any hurt and danger. We appreciate you, Lord, for this wonderful, wonderful opportunity to celebrate the grand opening of this place that you have founded to be a blessing to so many women. We pray, Father, that as they matriculate through this place, that they will feel like it's home. They will feel accepted and warm and needed. That they will go through the classes and the structure that's been set for them and develop into women of power, women of destiny, and have life skills that will make them even greater than what they were. We celebrate you today, Lord, even for all the officials that have come out and that have come out to be a part of this opening, and even for those that are donors and givers and people that have given time and money. Oh God, we bless you for them. And we ask now for your spirit to blanket this campus. Let your spirit rest, rule, and abide upon it, and your favor be on this proceeding today. And every person that comes to this mic, every person that's in this room, let your grace be upon us. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Thank you, Dr. Nicholson. It's Miss Kamisha Gardner in the house. Come on, put it up for Miss Kamisha Gardner. She's going to sing for us at this time.
God put a rainbow in the sky. Can you turn it up? Then tell me, why can't I believe in the impossible? Can I have a little more track? And if the whole world could sing, let love be the thing, we would hear a sound so heavenly. No more standing on the outside, looking in inside, praying for change that you would like to see. Be strong and courageous. The only way to live is free from doubt and fear. That's the way I see it. Believe in your convictions. You cannot run away from what God has in place. That's the way I see it now. Winners never quit. That's why quitters never win. Time it waits on no one, no one. But dreams, they do come true if you're willing to pursue. Through faith, all things are possible. No more standing on the outside, looking from the inside, praying for change that you will like to see. Be strong and courageous. The only way to live is free from doubt and fear. That's the way I see it. You gotta believe in your convictions. You cannot run away from what God has in place. That's the way I see it. You gotta step into your blessings. All your dreams are here for you. The greatest fairy tales are the ones that do come true. True, 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 true. Be strong and courageous. The only way to live is free from doubt and fear. That's the way I see it. You gotta believe in your convictions. You cannot run away from what God has in place. That's the way I see it. If God put a rainbow in the sky, then tell me, why can't I believe in the impossible? Thank you.
Come on, let's give it up for Miss Kamisha Garner. We have about 45 minutes left of this program. And as I introduce the various speakers who will come to this podium, I want to ask you if you can keep your remarks right around 4 to 5 minutes so that we could end our program as scheduled. But we are so honored and so happy today to have the best governor in the world. Come on, the best governor in the world. He's the Honorable Governor J.B. Pritzker. He's doing an outstanding job, and I'm glad to have him here at the Up House. Just about a year ago, he was with us as we opened our solar farm. And so he's here today at the Up House as we're opening up this facility. That's not only a place that could be a home to the young women who reside here, but it's a place that families and friends and worship could come on this great campus. But I'm glad to introduce, if you don't mind, stand for the Honorable, the one and only, the Governor of the state of Illinois, Governor J.B. Pritzker.
Thank you all very much. Thank you, Bishop. And clearly, from last year, this year, I can tell you're in the middle of all the best projects going on in the state of Illinois. So very, very nice introduction. I really am grateful, and grateful to all of you for being here this morning. What's exciting being here is we have such terrific people that are supporting this program, engaged in this program, and the great people who are sitting behind me who've been instrumental in helping to make this happen. So I'm thrilled to be here in Blue Island alongside incoming Illinois Department of Children and Family Services Director, Heidi Mueller. Thank you, Heidi. Where are you, Heidi? There you are. So excited about her. Our great Speaker of the Illinois House, Chris Welch.
All right.
The first time I came to Blue Island, I came to see and spend time with and enjoy the company of Representative Bob Rita. And of course, Mayor Fred Bellato, thank you for your leadership here. We have DCFS Deputy Director Jackie Dortch. And I think all of you already know CEO Tangela Thornton. And of course, all the terrific members of the Uphouse team. And of course, we're going to hear from two residents, Yadira and Tyra. They're extraordinary young women who we will have the pleasure of learning a little bit more about later on in this program. We're here today to celebrate the grand opening of Unlimited Potential Uphouses. Yeah, new facility, Logan's Place. But before I get to what this ribbon cutting for youth means in the DCFS system, I'd like to take a moment just to talk a little bit about Tangela Thornton. Now, you all know her, but I think that all the people who may be watching at home on all these cameras, and maybe there are a few people that don't know her history, but Tangela founded Uphouse in 2016 to help vulnerable young women in need. Now, Tangela understand that she didn't have massive facilities or campus at her disposal when she started out. All she had was her own home. And I heard her daughter give a speech introducing her, talking about what that was like in those early days, just cleaning out a room in her house and making sure that she bought some furniture so someone could live in her house with her so she could help them in every way that she did. Well, she made her house safe, serving young women for years who didn't have homes to support them, guidance, education, and most importantly, they didn't really have community, but she gave them all of that. She provided a nurturing environment for these women when there was none, kickstarting their journey toward independence. And let me add, Tangela isn't originally from Illinois, but she's as Illinois as it gets. She's remarkably kind, she's exceptionally generous, and she's determined to serve others no matter where they come from or what their backgrounds are. And so I just want to say to Tangela, even though you've been here for a number of years, as governor of the state of Illinois, welcome, and this is your home. Now, 8 years after Tangela started Uphouse, it's getting a major expansion. What was once the former Mother of Sorrows convent will become Uphouse's new 7-acre campus, which will... And it will eventually serve 50 young women ages 17 and a half through 21 who are aging out of the DCFS system. First, residents will have Logan's House, a 20 single-room building equipped with a rec room and theater and art room and lounge, which will be the entry-level program for all Uphouse youth. On top of being paired with a mentor who will provide guidance and life skills support, residents will also have access to educational resources through partnerships with Moraine Valley and South Suburban College. And then there will be Kumari's Place, the pinnacle of transitional living, serving more than 20 more young women. Couple the independence of collegiate dormitory-style living with the accommodations of the world's finest boarding schools. Residents at Kumari's Place will have access to communal and educational spaces, as well as thoroughly curated living quarters, GED courses, community college programs, job readiness training, vocational programs. Kumari's Place will equip these young women with the resources that they need to thrive independently and build a successful, sustainable future for themselves. This is a terrific facility, and it's a terrific organization that young women in DCFS care deserve as they embark on a new chapter of their lives. In fact, 4 young ladies moved in just last week. Yeah. And with these young people in mind, I'm proud to announce that DCFS will invest $3 million a year into Up House. And once the beds are filled, the state will pay for room and board and programming fees.
All right.
This funding is just one part of DCFS's critical work to add capacity throughout the system. Capacity that was lost during the defunding of DCFS over the last decade before I took office. Recent upgrades include creating nearly 70 new beds statewide in just this last year alone. And we've grown DCFS's staff to more than 3,400, the largest headcount and the lowest cases per investigator in more than a decade. So people are getting better care and more personalized care. And we're continuing to build on this progress, so every vulnerable Illinois youth gets the support they need and deserve. That is our goal for DCFS. To Tangela Thornton, to Kenneth Franklin, Bishop, the entire Up House team, and all the volunteers who have dedicated countless hours, congratulations. Congratulations on today's grand opening. I know it's all been years in the making. Maybe you thought it wasn't actually going to happen, but here we are, and I couldn't be happier to join you on this joyous day. And to Jemiah, Tyra, Jemiah, Yadira, and the other young women who will make their way to the Up House, I want you to know that as your governor, and on behalf of the General Assembly, and the more than 13 million people of Illinois, we are cheering you on. We cannot wait to see what you will accomplish. So with that, it's my pleasure to turn it over to a longtime champion for children, a partner for all of the great things that we're trying to get done for the state of Illinois, and our most important leader for the most vulnerable in the state of Illinois, our great Speaker of the House, Chris Welch.
Wow, good morning, everyone. Good morning. Governor, thank you so much for that wonderful introduction. Can you tell he's a friend of mine? It's good to have the governor here at Up House. Let's give the governor another round of applause, please. Good to be on the island, in Blue Island, with my friend, our colleague, Assistant Majority Leader in the House, member of my leadership team, Leader Bob Rita. Let's give it up for Bob again. I want to, Governor, thank you and Leader Rita for all the work that you have done in getting us here to this ribbon cutting today. I want to thank Mayor Bellato and Director Mueller, also Senator Durbin and Congressman Jackson, who couldn't be here because they're in D.C. doing the work of the people. And I want to thank Unlimited Potential. I want to thank the CEO, who knows that the only way up, the only way to go is up. Let's give it up for Tangela Thornton. And certainly, I want to give it up for the bishop. I thought I was in church this morning. Just hearing his voice. I feel like I'm in church this morning. Bishop, COO, Kenneth and Franklin.
Thank you.
I also want to, I always know I'm in the right place when I see two really good friends of mine. And, she was there with me 22 years ago when I was at Proviso Township High School, and that's Miss Pat Arnold. I want to thank Pat. And I want to thank my good friend Bernard Crump. Bernard Crump is in the audience. Bernard, raise your hand. You need friends and advisors who's going to make you stay on the right path, and they're certainly two. Today really is a monumental day today. We certainly are on the right path today. It is a historic day as we stand here opening the nation's first campus dedicated to preventing teen homelessness and unemployment for young girls and women transitioning from youth and care services. And that is definitely a yes moment. This is the first. Approximately 23,000 young people age out of traditional foster care each year across this nation. And sadly, 20% of them, 20%, instantly become homeless. Some of these youth won't graduate from high school and won't be able to pass the GED exam. 70% of these young women will become pregnant before the age of 21. But what we know is that many of these youth simply need a chance. How many of us believe that they just need a chance? A chance to reach their full potential, an opportunity to fulfill their dreams. And all they need to know is that someone believes in them. I do. I believe in them. You do. That's why you're here this morning. And I know that the people standing up here next to me today believe in them too. Every young woman that comes into this place is worthy. Every one of them is loved. Every one of them will be supported, because that's what it's all about. And I'm thrilled to make Illinois a leader today as we open this campus for girls transitioning from DCFS care. We know that as a society, we are strongest when we are succeeding. When we make these smart investments, we're building a stronger future for our society as a whole. I talk to our caucus all the time. Bob will tell you about our why. I talk a lot about our why. My why is what gets me out of bed every morning. I've had this day on the calendar for a long time, thanks to Pat reaching out to me almost a year ago. It's all about helping people. That's my passion. Waking up in the morning, getting a unique opportunity in this state's history to help people every day, whether it's my loved ones, my community, or people all across the state. Helping people drives me, it drives Tangela Thornton, and it drives all of you, because you came here on icy roads this morning to make sure this ribbon got cut. I've been blessed in this job to meet change makers like Tangela Thornton, and I got to tell you, she is quite impressive. She has a strong passion for helping people. She knows her why. Her why is young ladies like Tyra. Her why is young ladies like Yadira and the Jemiahs. Her why are the young ladies that will be here transitioning to a good place. Tangela has witnessed the transformative impact of love and care, and how young women and girls can completely rebuild their lives if given the right tools and an opportunity. As a father of a young daughter, I know how important it is to ensure that they know how loved, supported, and valued they are. Women have and will always change the world. Always. And one of the smartest things I've done as speaker is surround myself with smart women. My majority leader, my chief budgeteer, my chief of staff, I can go on and on and on. They're all women. And when they have the right tools to thrive, they are unstoppable. And I know that's exactly what this home is going to be for so many. You're going to have our future leaders come right out of here. You're going to inspire. You're going to help brilliant minds reach their full potential. And I'm just so proud to be here with all of you today. I want to thank everyone for the work they've done to get us here, and I especially want to thank Tangela for answering her calling to help others, knowing her why, and remain guided by her passion to make this world a better place for us all. Can we all stand up and give her a round of applause? At this time, I'd like to bring up Director Mueller, DCFS incoming director. Thank you.
Sorry, I'm short, even with the heels. Hi, my name is Heidi Miller. I'm actually the director of the Illinois Department of Juvenile Justice and have been for the last 7 years, but on February 1st, I will be transitioning into the role of director at DCFS. I'm so honored to be here today. I want to thank you, Tangela and Jackie, for inviting me even before I officially started. One of the things that I am most excited about in this new role is getting the opportunity to work with people like Tangela Thornton. As you heard, she is a woman who opened her heart. She opened the doors of her own home. She took people in, and she created a safe space for them. And we just met today. But in the few minutes before this press conference, in talking to the young women here, I can see already that that same love and commitment infuses everything you do and everything that your staff does. And so it's a privilege to be able to partner with someone like you. I also want to thank those staff and the volunteers who have poured countless hours into building up our young women. You have devoted your lives and your time to helping them reach for their dreams and achieve independence. And for me, kind of most exciting of all is to meet young women like Tyra and Yadira. I first want to just commend you on the strength that it has taken just to get to today. And I want you to know we see it. And I want to commend you for your bravery in being here and being willing to speak. I know you're nervous because I am too. And I want to thank you for doing the hard work to invest in yourselves. Because the reality is the world needs you. And we need you. And I'm going to tell you that we know that you are going to create the neighborhoods of tomorrow and the communities of tomorrow, and you are going to build the up houses of tomorrow. Right? You are going to lead us as we go forward. And let's be honest, we are all getting older. We also know you're going to take care of us. So I just want to thank you. So I'm really excited to be starting on this journey. I'm excited to be partnering with all of you. I'm excited to learn from all of you, and I cannot wait to get started. So thank you.
Let's give our governor, Speaker of the House, and Ms. Heidi a great round of applause. When preparation meets opportunity, it brews destiny. Sometimes a lack of preparation could close the door of opportunity per venture if it happens again. Nothing just happens. And I'm happy today to know that we have our CEO who's in the house, who's doing an outstanding job. Some 8 years ago, as she and I were in a meeting, and she was chairing the women's ministry of our church. And I asked her a question: what is it that you would be doing in the next 5 years, 10 years? And she said to me, I want to help these young women. I want to help those who really can't help themselves and be a conduit to success. And I told her, you're going to do exactly that, and I'll be right here to help you make that happen. Well, the dream has come true. We are here today. Many people have a vision, but everybody do not experience victory. And my definition of victory, it is the end result after a successful struggle. And I'm here to tell you today that this 149,000 square feet, 7-acre property that was in disrepair, not to speak of what was here before, but to see the transformation of what has taken place. I want to present to some, introduce to other, the visionary leader, the one and only Chief Executive Officer, Ms. Tangela Thornton.
My God. Good morning. This, for me, is truly an auspicious occasion, and I am extremely honored and humbled that our governor, J.B. Pritzker, our Speaker of the House, Mr. Chris Welch, our new incoming director for the Department of Children and Family Services, Ms. Heidi Mueller, our state rep, Mr. Bob Arita, and our phenomenal mayor, Mr. Fred Bellato. And thank all of you for coming out on this rainy, dreary Tuesday to celebrate a milestone in our history. So please give yourselves an applause. I can tell you that never in my wildest dreams could I have imagined all those years of taking young women, first in my parents' homes, my aunts' homes, my cousins' homes, like anybody who had an open space, I would squeeze someone in, and then later in my own home, that it would amount to all of this. But Unlimited Potential, the Up House, is first and foremost and always a ministry to me, because I believe that we're put on this earth to be of service. I appreciate all of the beautiful accolades I've gotten from our governor, from our Speaker of the House, from our COO, from our new director. But I can tell you that I don't stand here alone. And so what I would like to do is to take a moment and thank the people that were responsible for me being here. Because there's an old African proverb that says it takes a village to raise a child. And so my village is assembled here today. And I just want to take a few moments, if it's okay with all of you, to acknowledge the people that are responsible for me standing here and for you sitting in this beautiful edifice. Is that okay? Yeah. Okay. Well, I would first and foremost like to thank God for giving me the vision for helping our young women, the drive and support to see it through, because none of this would be possible without him. Next, I want to honor my beautiful husband, Mr. Cornelius Perk Thornton. For decades, we opened our home to provide a safe space for women and children in need. And no matter the hour, day or night, maybe you never said no when I wanted to open our home to someone in need. There was never a person, sorry, that you turned away. 4 years ago, my husband was diagnosed with an illness and given 2 weeks to live. But here it is, 4 years later, he is still here. And even from his hospital bed, we were taking young women into our home and helping them while still going to the hospital to support him. And he was like, babe, help her, go ahead. So I thank you. You are a special man to be able to do that, and I thank you. Because that truly helped lay the foundation of service for which we built our family. And to my son, Jonathan, and my daughter, Kamari, I thank you for having such generosity of spirit to opening up your home, opening up our home, and sharing your parents to other young women and their children in need. I am so proud of the kind and compassionate adults that you have grown to be, and I hope the Up House legacy will continue on through the both of you. To my parents, Susie and William Watts, where are you, Mom, Dad? I thank you for instilling me with humility and for teaching me that the only reason to ever look down on someone is when you're extending a hand to lift them up. To my brothers, Dwight and Keith, who helped to renovate this entire facility without pay. And to my sister, Tammy, who answered the call, and there were many calls whenever I asked. To my god sisters, LaQuinta, Janice, and Lisa, I thank you for always showing up and always supporting. I love you. To my bonus son, Arnez, thank you for always answering my 911 calls for broken boilers and for all that you do. I thank you for Mr. Jerome. Where are you, Mr. Jerome? Mr. Jerome, our plumber, I love you. We would call Jerome, and he'd say, Jerome don't work on Sunday. But on Sunday, Jerome was at the Up House fixing our plumbing issues, so thank you, Jerome. And to my COO, Apostle Kenneth Franklin, thank you for your unwavering support and for your belief in the vision and the mission of the Up House from its inception. And I could not have chosen a better COO. And to the chairman of the board, Dr. Celeste Reese, who braved the elements from Birmingham, Alabama to be with us today. Wave, Dr. Reese. This is our chairman of our board, Dr. Reese. And to my entire board of directors, I thank you for all that you do. I thank you for all that you're doing. To my attorney, Ernesto Borges, to Mr. Carl Washington and Ms. Patricia Arnold, without your countless efforts and hours of pro bono work, I could not have sustained. And thank you to Ms. Victoria Davis. She came to the Up House, she saw the vision of the Up House, and she spread the word to the DCFS upper management. And to the Deputy Director of DCFS Child Services, Mrs. Jacqueline Dortch, my shero. You are truly a phenomenal woman. Words cannot express the gratitude I feel for your dedication to helping affiliates navigate through the DCFS process, for answering the weekend calls, the 9 p.m. calls, the desperate help calls. She was always available, and for never forgetting that this is all about young people. So, and to my staff members, Sherlyn Shelby, Ms. Norma Jackson, Ms. Rose Jackson, all of these women came out of DCFS after serving 30 or 40 years. They came out of retirement, to come and help yet another generation. You are truly my inspiration. And to Candace, Dr. Noel Nicholson, Anita McLean, Alfreda Smith, Audrey Brinson, Gloria Turner, Mama J, Rick, Sammy, and Kenny, and to every staff member who worked extended hours or stepped in to fill a role that wasn't yours, thank you. To anyone who has ever supported Unlimited Potential in any way, I thank you. I thank you for my Aunt Linda from traveling from Birmingham to be with us today. Thank you, Auntie. I thank Miss Ruby Connor. She takes care of my husband, and that allows me the freedom to come and do what I do. So I couldn't do this without her. Thank you, Miss Ruby. So this day is as much mine as yours as it is mine. And who knew that a seed sown in 2016 would in 7 years turn into a 149,000 square foot campus? Since October 2022, so many of you have poured your time, energy, and resources into this beautiful facility that we find ourselves. Last week, thanks to your commitment, we were able to accept our first 4 residents into our primary program. So Logan's Place, formerly known as Building C, and we're only getting started. The vision for this campus extends beyond this inaugural achievement. We aspire to open not only Logan's Place to full capacity this year, but also Kamari's Place, a vision that's close to our hearts. And to really make this dream a reality, we need your continued support. Because in order for us to become fully operational, so we've done a lot of the groundwork here, we've poured massive amount of resource in, and I thank the governor of the state of Illinois for that generous $3 million promise. But we need an additional $5 million to complete what we need to do. We need an integrated fire alarm system, and we need a sprinkler system to help keep our young ladies safe. And because of the age of this building, we need plumbing, electrical, internet, so it needs a full upgrade. And so that $5 million would allow us to become fully operational for not only those 50 young women, but we plan to open this up to other affiliates that are coming along because the campus is really too big for just 50 young women. So we plan on collaborating with other organizations with DCFS and offering our place for them to come and partake in our amenities as well. So together, that we can, I firmly believe that with the unwavering support of each person present here today and the broader network of individuals committed to the vision of the Up House, that we can really make this happen. So together, we can create a space that not only meets but exceeds the needs of these young women. So thank you for your dedication, and let's continue to work hard to ensure that homelessness has no room. Thank you.
Come on, one more time for our Chief Executive Officer, Ms. Tangela Thornton. Job well done. I want to bring to the mic DCFS Deputy Director, who has been right by our side, and I'm very thankful for your tenacity and your help along the way. Let's put your hands together for Ms. Jackie Deutsch.
Good morning, Tangela. Thank you so much for those kind words. I am humbled to serve as a conduit for a larger strategic vision. Thank you, Governor Pritzker, Deputy Governor Grace Ho in your absence, Director Heidi Miller, our legislative representatives, my DCFS family, the staff of Up House, Bishop, and Tangela, and everyone who showed up here today to make this momentous event special for these young ladies. I have the distinct pleasure, as the young ladies say, of being their hype woman. So, so I am humbled to introduce to you first, followed by Ms. Tyra Stanton, Yadira Escamilla. Yadira is a 17-year-old. She has been in a youth in care for a little more than a year. Yadira, who goes by Yadi, says the system saved her life, and she thanks God for DCFS. She aspires to be a lawyer. She wants to be a defense attorney because she believes everyone deserves a second chance. Yadi recently started believing in a higher power, and she relies on the serenity prayer to keep her focused. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change those that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Yadira will be followed by Tyra Stanton. Tyra is 17 years old. I've had the pleasure of knowing Tyra for 4 years. She's been a youth in care for a little better than 4 years. Tyra describes her time in foster care as challenging because she misses her family. However, she's incredibly thankful for the foster parents and the staff who have truly showed that they care for her. Tyra aspires to be an entrepreneur. She wants to establish her own construction company and build houses for low-income families to ensure that no one ever experiences homelessness. Tyra is motivated by her favorite rapper, Rod Ways, mainly because he raps about not allowing the bad things that happen to you to stop you from growing. The lyrics to her favorite song, Long Journey, goes like this. My life has been crazy, just a teenager. I never thought that I could take it from out of my hood. I knew they thought I was crazy, but I was just misunderstood. God, thank you. Everything you gave to us, you kept the devil away from us, and finally made a way for us. Dear God, thank you. Please welcome Yadira, who will be followed by Tyra Stanton.
Good morning. My name is Yadira Escamilla. I am 17 years old, and I came for a walkthrough of the place when it first had announced that it will be opening. The moment I walked through the door, I felt all the positive energies. The first person that welcomed me was Miss Tangi. She made me feel very comfortable and like I was in my own home. She shooed me around and was super sweet and kind. Looking at the building, I can tell that she really wanted to help us from the bottom of her heart. every room was designated for every type of individual kid. I knew from being here I was going to have the opportunity to change my negative behaviors into a positive. I also knew if I needed any help, Miss Tangi will be here to help me through it. I arrived 4 to 5 days ago and I can't complain. I have been able to relax in my own bed and know I am safe. I know if I ever need to talk to anyone, I have the staff. Everyone has a wonderful spirit, and you know that if you ever need to talk to them, you don't have to worry about being judged, because the way they express themselves and walk around with smiles on their faces, you can tell their good intentions. I have had time to reflect the past few days being here, and I'm going to be focusing on my studies, graduation, going to law school to become a lawyer. Miss Tangi is my inspiration here. She is a woman who used her blessings to invest in trying to help teens find new opportunities in life and for them to know that they still have a chance to change their ways around. And what I have learned being here is I used to allow my past to define the type of person I was, and I learned from the time being here, you design your own destiny. If you want to change, you will leave the excuses behind and focus on the goals you want to accomplish. I have also learned that you don't need to be violent to get your point across, and you can say what you need to say respectfully, and then not every action needs a reaction. I can go on and say much more, but I will be here for days. So, so thank you, Ms. Tangi, the staff, and everybody that is here to help and support me and everybody else in being able to succeed in life with the help from you guys. So, thank you.
Yeah, okay. Hey everyone. How y'all doing? That's good. My name is Tyra. I'm a senior. I'm 17. I'm a senior in high school. I graduate in the spring. I'm so nervous, y'all. Sorry. I just want to thank. I really just want to thank. I'm really am amazed that all y'all came here for us. I really am. Like, I never had nobody do this much for us. So that's why I got my glasses on, because I know I'm going to end up crying, and I don't want y'all to see me crying. But this is so nice. This is very nice. I want to thank Ms. Tangi, Ms. Transitional, for everything. When I first met her, I asked her, I don't remember exactly what she said, but I asked her why did she choose to do this, and she's been doing it for a very long time, as y'all heard. And I'm just like, I'm thinking, like, I'm so used to going to places where it's just like they say that, and, you know, it's not really that. You know, it's always, oh, we're just doing it. So for me, like, to see her really, really mean what she says and stand on that, and for her to have the staff stand on that with her, and for them to have them stand up there with her, it's like, it's a teamwork, it's a lot, and I love that, because it's hard to do that, it really is. I don't know, oh God, I want to brag about the place. I'm not gonna lie, I love my room, I really do. It was meant for me. The robe, the everything, like, it was just meant, like, everything was just meant for every girl, like, literally. And I love the girls. Like, one of them I already knew. I just met Yadi. Yadi's a very good person. She really is. She likes to hear me out a lot. Like, really, she can talk, we can talk all day. She wouldn't lie, we can't. I want to thank you to the staffs too. Y'all are very kind. I like the fact that y'all hear us out and everything. And the hairstylists, y'all see me. Like, yes, I'm feeling myself. I'm so proud of myself. Like, I'm just so happy. I'm just so happy. God. Thank you, God, actually. Thank you, Jesus. I've been praying for this. I literally have been praying for this, and he gave me the opportunity. I don't even know what to do with it. My goals, I'm going to let y'all know my goals. I want to be an entrepreneur, like she said. I want to help the unfortunate people. I don't like to call them homeless because it's not a good name for them. I don't like that. I don't know, guys. God, I'm scared, God. I got so much I want to say. I don't even know I really don't know where to start. The building is very nice, very, very nice. I love it. And they fixed this all in 1 month, y'all. They fixed this all in 1 month. And I'm like, wow. And for her to they saying oh, we have to, we're going to come soon. She told y'all, something happened at the place, so they had to build another one. And we thinking we getting lied to and stuff like that. No, we're not. She explained that to us when we got here. I was very happy because the bishop was at the door. He was at the door. They screamed my name. Hey, Tyra. It was so welcome. It was so peaceful and warm. It was just nice. It was very nice. Shoot. Guys. I just want to thank God. That's all I'm going to say. I really just want to thank God. I really do. Because if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be here. So I just want to thank God, and I want to thank y'all for being here and taking y'all time to come out here and hear us out. It was very, very nice. I'm just going to go sit back down. Thank y'all.
Come on, let's give our 2 newest residents here at the Up House. Welcome home. Tell them welcome home. You know, teamwork makes the dream work. And I call team, T-E-A-M. Together, everyone achieves more. And she's referring to building A, which is our Stellar facility. And of course, everything is there. There is a workout area. They have a beautiful, beautiful prayer room. There are learning labs, computer labs. There are so many other amenities over there. There's a welcome center. And then there's an upteak. Somebody say upteak. Instead of saying boutique, it's an upteak. Where they don't need any dollars, and it's a merit system that's there. There is a meta spa. Different types of programs and certification will be granted. And here, this is one of the only facilities that not only allow them to have a GED or high school diploma, but we network Moraine Valley and South Suburban College, where they also have the associate, bachelor's, master's, and up to the advanced doctoral degrees. And not only that, there's also a program for first-time home ownership, training, and education. When the girls leave here, they will not be homeless. They will not be looking for a place to live. We have it factored in where they can have their own home, apartment, penthouse, a house. Come on, give God praise for that one. It affords me great pleasure to present the mayor of the city of Blue Island. He's doing an outstanding job. He welcomed us with both open arms. The city of Blue Island has been second to none, helping us, accommodating us to be here today. So I want to present to some, introduce to others, the Honorable Mayor, Fred Bellato. Come on, put your hands together for him.
I'm Fred Bellato, proud mayor for the city of Blue Island. I'm also a brand new mayor. And about a year ago, Bishop and Miss Thornton came visited me and my administration, and out of the blue, we weren't expecting it, but we embraced it. We wanted something done with this facility. And a little bit of background about me, I'm a teacher. For 20 years, I've been teacher at Thornton Township High School, now stationed at Thornwood in South Holland, but I did most of my time in Harvey at Thornton High School. I'm a history teacher. And Blue Island is 189 years old, one of the oldest cities in the state of Illinois, actually older than Chicago a little bit. And this facility was built by the Mantelet sisters to serve the community as an orphanage, boarding school, and high school over 120 years ago. And I'm very warmed that the facility is going to continue in its original purpose into helping the less fortunate of our community. So I want to thank the bishop, thank Ms. Thornton, thank the Speaker of the House, our governor, for joining us today. And most importantly, I have known our state representative my entire life. We grew up together right here down the street. We're very familiar with this facility, been here multiple times through our lifetime. And again, I'm sure he feels the same way about the rejuvenation of this facility. So I'm going to welcome our state representative, Robert Bob Rita.
Thank you, Mayor. Let me start by saying, Governor, thank you very much, Governor Pritzker. You mentioned when you, in your speech that we met, that was before he was governor. You know, we talked, and he talked about his vision. And today, we're back here in Blue Island seeing what the good work we do in Springfield and what the great work our governor has guided us in these last few years of him being governor. So let's give a nice thank you to the governor to be here in Blue Island. And my leader, Emmanuel Chris Welch, Speaker of the House, who we elect to be our leader, is someone that I lean on. As he said, I'm part of his leadership team, but I lean on him in the guidance. And this is we're here to see what we do, the hard work that we do in Springfield and allocating dollars to be part of a program like this. Director, I know you said intern, but we're just going to call you director, deputy director, DCFS, individuals that are here today, but more importantly, Uphouse, and the ladies, the young ladies who spoke in their experience of when they first came in here. I want to welcome you to Blue Island. I'm a resident of Blue Island. I've been a lifelong resident. I live about 8-10 blocks northeast of here. So welcome to the community. As we do when new neighbors come in, I want to welcome you to our community, to my community, and you know you'll have a voice in Springfield fighting for you to continue the mission that you have. We've heard all the great things that they are going to provide here, the tools and the resources for our future of our young women. And it's something I could be very proud to support and welcome you into our community. It's just a great day listening to all the different speeches and what come together, what Deandra put together to have here in Blue Island, especially as when the mayor said what was originally built was to help. It was a boarding school in high school to help young women. It's back to its original vision that the sisters had when this was built. So welcome to the community, and I'm so proud to be part of this organization. So thank you.
We thank you so much, our Mayor, and also our State Rep, Bob Rita, for your very kind words. You know, falling down may be accidental, but staying down, that's your choice. Backwards never, forward ever. You know, Mr. James Briscoe is in the back of the room, and we negotiated with him some years ago to be here. And Mr. James Briscoe, I want to thank you, and also the nuns who wanted to come, who are not up to par, who are ill today, but they wanted to be here and they send their blessings. There was a very special visit from Mother General and Mother Superior from the Vatican in Rome. And they came here to meet with us, and I met with them on a Sunday. They were leaving, they flew from Rome to Africa. And from Africa, they flew to Amsterdam in Europe. And from Europe, they flew to International Chicago O'Hare Airport. And I got the call as they landed and said, we'll be at the Up House in 1 hour. And so I was running to be here to meet them in an hour. And Mother General, Mother Superior, shared with me that they are in support of the Up House. And in fact, there is an expansion going on. They said to me that we are the largest landowner in the world. We are the most wealthy not-for-profit in the world. We are downsizing, we are collaborating, and we have properties that we want to give away. Some they're going to sell at a nominal fee. Some need to be destroyed and totally demolished. But they say they want to help us with our global perspective. So that leads us, this is the first of many. This is the first of 5 in Illinois. We are going global with the Up House. Yes. And so not only is it the Up House, there's also, this room will be transformed into a banquet hall. there is a church on this facility, International Church. Of course, there are so many other amenities, school of cosmetology, school of esthetician, and the list goes on of the various services that will be offered right here at the Up House. We're at the end of this auspicious occasion, and I am just so happy because now it's ribbon cutting time. It's ribbon cutting time. So at this moment, I'd like for our governor, our prestigious elected officials to stand with me right now as we prepare for our ribbon cutting ceremony. And of course, where's Ms. Candace? We're coming forward as we prepare to cut the ribbon. I'm asking some of our board members that are here for the Up House, esteemed colleagues that are working with us, if you could make your way to the front. Make your way to the front as we assemble for this, come on to the front at this auspicious occasion. Yes. And so this is the day we've been waiting for. This is the moment we've been waiting for. Yes. Well, watch your fingers. Don't run with them. Right. This is the moment we've been waiting for. Where's Tyra? Come on, Tyra. Come to the front. Come on, Tyra. Right here. Deer's right here. And Deer's right here. Come on, Tyra. There she is.
All right. Can we kind of round out a little bit over to this side? Thank you. A couple more on this side, guys. Stand out a little bit. Y'all are real clumped over here. Oh, spread out. Come on. Tiny bit. Move it on down. Move it on around. Good job. Thank you. Okay. Are we all ready? Well, hang on. All right, on the count of three. 1, 2, 3.
There we go. One more hand for the Up House. How are you? Want me to take some pictures at this time?
Goodness gracious.